Hello Bichu, good morning. So myself, Dayalchand Pathak, I welcome you all to my channel Physics Made Easy by DCP. So in class 12th, we were discussing about electric field and charge chapter. In that chapter, in last lecture, we have discussed what is the electric field due to a hollow sphere by using Gauss law inside the sphere, on the surface and outside the sphere. Then we come to know that inside a hollow sphere, electric field is zero. So now today also we are going to same topic and same chapter. Topic is same but the slight difference is there. Now today we will discuss about electric field due to uniformly charged charged solid sphere. So what we will discuss today? We will discuss about electric field due to a uniformly charged solid sphere. Due to a uniformly charged solid sphere. This is our task, to discuss about the electric field due to a uniformly charged solid sphere. So first of all, let a solid sphere, we will consider a solid sphere. Suppose this is a solid sphere of radius r. What is the radius of this sphere? R. Suppose this is a solid sphere. When here is written, it should be uniformly charged. When we will distribute charge to this sphere, you know this is solid sphere. Solid sphere means matter will be inside this. यहाँ पर भी matter होगा. Yes or no? So the charge will distribute on its whole surface, whole volume. Why in whole volume? Because it is solid. Which type of sphere it is? It is solid sphere. So the charge will distribute on its whole volume. Yes or no? So now that means we can write here about this solid, we can write total charge of sphere equal to plus q. Let the total charge we have given how much? Plus q. Volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. This everybody know that volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is the radius. Now volume charge density. Volume charge density. What will be the volume charge density? Rho equal to charge upon volume. Volume charge density find out by formula charge upon volume. Volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So this is the volume charge density of this sphere. So why you have find out volume charge density? Because the charge is distributed on its whole volume. Volume charge density means, what is the meaning of this? इसका मतलब है charge per unit volume. Charge in unit volume. What is the meaning of it? Charge in unit volume. मतलब एक मीटर क्यूब में या जो भी सेंटीमीटर जिसमें भी रेडियस न भी है उसके एक पोर्शन में कितना है? Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube. So now we will start. Number first point. Electric field inside the solid sphere. Electric field inside the solid sphere we will discuss. Number first we will find out electric field inside this hollow sphere. Inside this hollow sphere by using Gauss law. For that, this is the sphere. This is the sphere of radius. What radius we have taken? R radius of this sphere. This is the center. Uniformly charged. For that, what we will do? Let a point P inside the sphere. Let a point P inside the sphere at a distance r from center. At distance r from the center. Now we have taken a point P at a distance small r from its center, where our task to find out electric field. This point is inside this sphere. At this point, our task to find out electric field due to this uniformly charged sphere. Is it clear? So now, For using Gaussian law, first of all we will make a closed loop around it. हम यहाँ इसके साथ क्या बनाएंगे, क्लोज लूप, बिकॉज गॉसियन गॉस लॉ इज एप्लीकेबल ओनली फॉर क्लोज लूप. दिस लूप इज गॉसियन लूप. we will make a closed loop through P. We'll make a closed loop through P. Now, by Gauss law, what is Gauss law? Gauss law, the total electric flux of any surface is Q upon epsilon naught. Yes or no? Clear? Now, further we will break it. Electric flux will write E dot dA, area and electric Q upon epsilon. Q is enclosed. Enclosed means inside this. Enclosed E. Gauss ने कहा था the charge will be that charge which is inside that loop. जो उस लूप के अंदर होगा उस चार्ज को हम कंसिडर करेंगे. So we don't know about what is the charge inside this loop. So we have written Q closed. Now we can further write it E dA cos theta Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. Now here, this is which type of sphere? It is positive sphere, so its electric field will be outward. सेम स्फीयर है, प्लस चार्ज इस पर है, तो इसका जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होगा कहाँ की ओर होगा, आउटवर्ड. एरिया ऑफ दिस स्फीयर इज आल्सो आउटवर्ड. यू विल टेक ए स्मॉल पीस, इन दैट स्मॉल पीस द एरिया विल बिकम आउटवर्ड. सो थीटा, हाउ मच? थीटा इक्वल टू 0 डिग्री. सो व्हाट विल गेट? E dA cos 0 equal to Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. So now here from here E common हो गया, integration of dA only, Q enclosed upon epsilon naught. E enclosed upon epsilon naught. So what is the area of this sphere? Everybody know. Area of sphere is 4 pi r square. So 4 pi small r square, because radius of this sphere is small r. For this sphere we are going to apply. So it will come E enclosed upon epsilon naught. So E will become E enclosed upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Yes or no? This is the general condition. Now what will be the charge? Our next task, here we have to put the value of Q enclosed. What is the charge inside this? हमने चार्ज निकालना पड़ेगा. What is the charge of this sphere? So देखते हैं. We know charge density. Charged density. What is charge density? Charge density rho equal to Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is the charge density. This is the charge density of this sphere. Clear? 4 by 3 Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube. Yes. Now our task is what will be the charge inside this? Charge of Gaussian surface. Charge of Gaussian surface. Q enclosed. कितना होगा? Charge density into volume of surface. Volume of Gaussian surface. देखिए एक यूनिट वॉल्यूम का चार्ज इतना है, तो इसका अगर हमने चार्ज निकालना तो हमने देखना पड़ेगा इन दिस वॉल्यूम हाउ मच चार्ज इज देयर. कैसे निकालेंगे? Q enclosed equal to Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube into वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस स्फीयर. कितना होगा? 4 by 3 pi r square. कितना होगा? 4 by 3 pi r cube. इसका भी क्यूब होगा. वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस इज 4 by 3 pi r cube. This much amount of charge will be on that sphere. Clear? Now कटने वाली चीज को काट देंगे, ये कैंसिल हो गया. क्या आ गया? Q small r cube upon capital R cube. This is the charge enclosed. Clear? ये है इस स्फीयर पर चार्ज. यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट है. इस पूरे स्फीयर पर कितना चार्ज है? This much. Now we will put this value. इस वैल्यू को यहाँ पुट कर देंगे. इसमें इक्वेशन नंबर 1 इसको पुट कर देंगे इक्वेशन नंबर. सो इट इज क्लियर. सो इनक्लोज चार्ज कैसे निकालेंगे? चार्ज डेंसिटी क्या है इनटू जिस स्फीयर पर हम निकालना चाह रहे हैं व्हाट इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ दैट स्फीयर. इज इट क्लियर? चलिए पुट कर दीजिए इस वैल्यू को यहाँ पर. putting Q enclosed in equation number A, इक्वेशन नंबर ए पर पुट कर देंगे। सो क्या आएगा, सो E इक्वल टू Q इनक्लोज कितना है, Q R क्यूब अपॉन R क्यूब इंटू नीचे 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट R स्क्वायर, यहां रख देंगे Q R स्क्वायर क्यूब कर दीजिए, कितना आ गया E इक्वल टू Q R अपॉन 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट R क्यूब, 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन को K बोलते हैं, K Q R अपॉन R क्यूब। This is the field inside a solid sphere. This is the field inside a solid sphere. Have you seen? In hollow sphere, inside that sphere, electric field was 0. But in solid sphere, inside that electric field E equal to K Q R upon R Q. Here, if you will see carefully, E directly depend on R. E directly किस पे depend कर रहा है? K is constant, Q will be constant, R radius constant. It will depend only on this small r. Small r will change. मैंने पॉइंट छोटे पे लिया, अभी मैंने पॉइंट यहाँ लिया, हो सकता है मैं यहाँ ले लूँ. So r will continuously change. That means if we draw for inside the sphere E and R का graph, so it will be a straight line. Inside the sphere, the graph between E and R will be a straight line because E is directly depend on R inside a hollow solid sphere. Is it clear? So this was the first step. Now number second, now we will find out electric field. Next point we will take second, electric field on the surface. Now we will find out electric field on the surface of sphere. So first of all we will take that sphere, same sphere. What was the radius? R, center O. Charge distribute uniformly on that sphere. Now our task to take a point on its surface. Let a point on its surface P. Let point P on its surface. First of all we will draw a uniformly hollow Gaussian surface around it, just outside the sphere. This is the Gaussian surface. Clear? Now by Gauss law, we will apply Gauss law. The total electric flux is Q upon epsilon naught. Q upon epsilon naught. We will break it. E dot dA equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Q will be enclosed. Now we write it E dA cos theta, dot product cos theta, Q upon epsilon naught. Here theta, see this is positive charge, electric field outward. For that you will take a small piece of this Gaussian loop. तो इसका एरिया कहाँ को दिखाई देगा? Its area will also outward. So theta will be 0 degree. Both are coming in same direction. Theta will be 0 degree. So implies करेंगे E dA cos 0 equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Clear? Now cos 0 is 0. E dA equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Area कितना होगा? 4 pi r square. Area of this sphere on the surface, radius is capital R. So area होगा 4 pi r square equal to Q upon epsilon. Clear? Yes. Now E equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is the electric field on the surface. Now enclose, total charge होगा, पूरा का पूरा चार्ज होगा, जितना भी चार्ज होगा उस पर होगा Q, जितना भी कैपिटल चार्ज है पूरा का पूरा चार्ज होगा. Yes or no? Because surface पूरा enclose हो रहा है. So that means the charge of the bigger sphere was capital Q. So Q की जगह पर क्या आ जाएगा? Capital Q आ जाएगा. Yes. Now we know rho is Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube implies Q equal to rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube. So E from here, E equal at the place of Q, rho 4 by 3 pi r cube upon 4 pi epsilon naught r cube, r square. R square. This will be square, capital R square. Now it is cancelled. Pi to pi cancel. 4 to 4 cancel. It will become E equal to rho R upon 3 epsilon naught. This is the electric field on its surface. This is the electric field on its surface. So what is coming? Electric field on the surface of sphere. On the surface of a sphere is how much? Rho R upon 3 epsilon naught. This is the electric field on its surface, second term. Clear? Now next आप क्या करेंगे? आप निकालेंगे third point. Third point is, what is third point? Now third point is electric field outside the solid sphere. Now our next task will find out electric field outside the solid sphere. अब इस solid sphere के बाहर निकालेंगे. क्या करेंगे इसके लिए? कंसिडर करेंगे let a point P outside the sphere. Outside the sphere. Clear? चलिए शुरू करते हैं. So first of all we will take our sphere. This was the solid sphere of radius R. Charge is uniformly distributed on its surface. How much charge we have given it? Plus Q. So charge density was coming. Charge density rho Q upon volume, because in volume it is distributed. Now we have taken a point P outside it. This is point P at distance R. Here is our task outside this sphere. Our task to find out at point P electric field. At point P electric field. So what we will do? First of all, we will make a closed loop passes from it. बोर्ड आगे बना लेंगे ये इस तरह. Clear? This is a closed surface around it. Area by Gauss law. Electric flux phi E equal to Q upon epsilon. Q enclosed. Q means enclosed. Enclosed. अब यहाँ पर देखिए पूरे स्फीयर में आ रहा है, पूरा का पूरा चार्ज स्फीयर के अंदर ही तो आ रहा है. Enclosed. तो इसको ओपन करेंगे क्या आएगा? E dot dA Q upon epsilon naught. इसको खोल देंगे E dA cos theta Q upon epsilon naught. Here theta again. Which type of charge it is? Plus outside. Will take a small area of this sphere. Its area will also outside. Yes, some area will perpendicular or normal on the surface, so its area will also. Theta will be 0 degrees. So E dA cos 0 Q upon epsilon. Clear? Now open it. E dA Q upon epsilon implies E dA area of sphere कितना होगा? 4 pi small r square, because radius we have taken small r of this sphere. जिस पर जो डॉट डॉट बनाया उस पर लगता है गॉस लॉ epsilon. So here E equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is the condition. Clear? So from here we come to know E directly depend on 1 upon r square. That means from outside the sphere, if we draw the graph between E and R, it will be a curved line. भाई R बढ़ेगा तो E घटेगा. R कितना होगा? इन्फिनिटी. E क्या होगा? 0. कहीं जाके 0 होगा. क्लियर? हाँ, इस फॉर्म को हम दूसरे फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. Here E कितना आ रहा है? Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square. Rho equal to है Q upon 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now the whole charge is coming. So at the place of small e, here will be capital Q. At the place of small q, here will be capital Q. Because whole charge is coming inside this sphere. पूरा का पूरा चार्ज इस स्फीयर के अंदर आ रहा है, तो इसका चार्ज कितना हो सकता है? कैपिटल Q. So यहाँ से कैपिटल Q कितना आ जाएगा? Rho 4 by 3 pi r cube. So E, put this value here. rho 4 by 3 pi r cube upon 4 pi epsilon naught small r square. So 4 pi 4 cancel out. So it will become r cube upon 3 epsilon naught r square. This is the electric field due to this sphere outside the sphere at any point. So these were the three cases where we have done electric field due to a solid sphere. In solid sphere case, method is same like hollow. All the things are like hollow only, but here the density will be volume charge density. In hollow, the charge density will be surface because the charge is distributed on its surface. Here the charge is distributed on its whole volume. Is it clear? So now, that means what conclusion is come? If we will draw the graph for overall whole sphere for all the condition between R and E, then center. At center electric field will be 0 because inside the sphere E directly depend on R. If R equal to 0 at center E will also 0. सेंटर पर तो 0 होगा, पूरे सेंटर पर आ जाओगे तो कितना आ जाएगा 0 बिकॉज एट सेंटर आर. सेंटर से आगे बढ़ोगे तो आर आएगा, आर और ई डायरेक्टली डिपेंड है. सो दैट मींस स्ट्रेट लाइन यू विल गेट ई डायरेक्टली डिपेंड ऑन आर. दिस इज द सरफेस रेडियस कैपिटल आर. हियर फील्ड विल बी मैक्सिमम, इससे बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. देखिए इसके नीचे छोटा है, इससे ऊपर. आउटसाइड दिस स्फीयर इट विल कम डिक्रीज. यहाँ क्या है? outside the sphere. So that means electric field at the surface of sphere will be maximum. So the electric field at the surface of sphere will be maximum. देखिए inside the sphere ये है, on the surface ये है, outside the surface नीचे आ गया. So the maximum electric field will be at on the surface. तो कहाँ पर होगा maximum electric field? On the surface of the sphere. On the surface of the sphere. Is it clear? So this was the first point. अब कुछ क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं इससे रिलेटिव एप्लीकेशन ऑफ थर्ड लॉ के कुछ क्वेश्चंस को देख लेते हैं किस तरह के क्वेश्चन. चलिए प्यारा प्यारा सा क्वेश्चन होता है, बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन इसमें होता है, आपको समझना है. नंबर फर्स्ट, फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैव टू कीप इन योर माइंड दैट इफ यू विल गिव द चार्ज टू एनी स्फीयर, conducting sphere, then you come to know that this whole charge is concentrated. It look like that the whole charge is at its center. This concept you have to keep in mind. Find phi s1 ratio phi s2. s1 और s2 के फ्लक्स का रेशियो बताना आपने. These are two s1 and s2 of same center. Its radii suppose small r. Its radii capital R. This is, and here is a charge at its center plus q. This is the question. Two concentric spheres of radius small r and capital R. Find ratio of electric flux of S1 and S2. Now see, which type of sphere they are? They are closed sphere. Which type of sphere they are? They are closed sphere. And for closed sphere we can apply whose law? We can apply Gauss law. So we know Gauss law for closed loop. What is Gauss law? Electric flux of closed loop equal to Q upon epsilon. Q enclosed means inside that. For S1, this is sphere. What is the charge inside S1? Q. So its flux will be phi S1 equal to how much? Q upon epsilon naught. Equation number 1. Now for S2, what is the charge inside S2? Inside the charge S2 sphere is also Q. Q इसके अंदर भी है और इसके अंदर भी है, तो इसका भी क्या हो जाएगा? Q upon epsilon. Equation number 2. So 1 upon 2 phi S1 ratio phi S2 equal to cancel. कितना आएगा? 1 ratio 1. This is the answer. So flux will be 1 ratio 1. Very easy questions are there. Is it clear? This is the first variety. In that condition, in this question, the charge is kept at center. So the charge for this sphere and this sphere, for both the sphere the charge will remain same. Clear? Now question number second. क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकंड मान लीजिए है फाइंड रेशियो ऑफ फ्लक्स ऑफ S1 and S2. S1 plus Q, this is S2 minus 2Q. Now I have told you whatever the charge on its surface, that same charge will be at its center. हमने पढ़ा है कि किसी भी होलो, किसी भी स्फीयर के जो भी चार्ज उसके सरफेस पे होता है वही चार्ज उसके सेंटर पर कंसीडर किया जा सकता है. क्लियर? So this is also closed loop. So we can solve this question by Gauss law. By Gauss law. What is Gauss law? Flux phi E equal to Q upon epsilon naught. So first of all S1. What is the charge for S1? S1 charge is Q. So this charge will be considered inside it. जो भी चार्ज होता है उसके अंदर कंसिडर किया जाता है. तो S1 का चार्ज कितना है? Q है. So क्या होगा? phi S1 होगा Q upon epsilon naught, इक्वेशन नंबर 1. Now for S2, phi 2 कितना होगा? phi S2 कितना होगा? For S2 how many charges आते हैं? 2. 1Q इसका माइनस इसका भी है, तो टोटल चार्ज कितना हो जाएगा? प्लस Q माइनस 2Q. ये भी तो इसके अंदर है, तो बाहर वाले के लिए ये भी कंसीडर होगा, अंदर वाले के लिए ये नहीं होगा क्योंकि ये इसके कहाँ है? बाहर है, और बाहर वाले चार्जेस को हम इंक्लूड नहीं करते हैं. चलिए अपॉन एप्सिलॉन कितना आ गया? माइनस Q अपॉन एप्सिलॉन नॉट, इक्वेशन नंबर. सो 1:2 करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? phi S1 रेशियो phi S2 1:-1. क्लियर? सो वट एवर चार्ज ऑन इट्स सरफेस, जो भी चार्ज उसके सरफेस पर होता है उसे आप उसके अंदर कंसीडर कर सकते हैं, और अंदर वाले सारे चार्जेस को गॉस लॉ में कंसीडर किया जाता है. एडिशन ऑफ चार्जेस इज एडजेक्टिव, जैसा साइन है वैसे ही उनको ऐड करते हैं. दिस इज द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. इज इट क्लियर? यस. नाउ नंबर 3. अब बात करते हैं तीसरे क्वेश्चन. किस तरह का क्वेश्चन होता है? देखिए मान लीजिए क्वेश्चन में दिया है, दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. ए स्फीयर इज गिवन S, there is a charge Q inside it. ठीक है? If क्वेश्चन पूछा है, if क्वेश्चन है if a dielectric medium introduced inside the sphere, what will be its flux? What will be its flux? What will be its flux? इसका फ्लक्स कितना होगा? चलिए, here in question there is written when if a dielectric medium is introduced. इसके अंदर एक मीडियम डाल दिया, dielectric medium, और dielectric constant K. Now we all know, we know for vacuum Gauss law क्या होता है? वैक्यूम के लिए Gauss law, the electric flux phi equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Here phi E हो जाएगा, चार्ज है Q after Q epsilon naught. Is it clear? Now when dielectric introduced, when dielectric introduced क्या होगा? आप सब जानते हैं, we all know when dielectric is introduced, then at the place of epsilon naught one another term dielectric constant. So flux will be this one. Yes or no? The flux will be 1 upon K time of flux at the condition of vacuum. तो dielectric डालने पर जो flux हो जाएगा वो 1 upon K टाइम हो जाएगा. किसका? इसको अगर मैं डैश करूं कितना आएगा? phi E डैश dielectric में जो होगा Q upon epsilon naught is called phi E upon K. तो कितना टाइम हो गया? It is 1 upon K time of its initial value. Dielectric constant for K, earlier in previous video we have discussed dielectric constant for dielectric constant K for vacuum is 1 point something is there, but we all normally we take 1. So these are the questions from this. So this is very important topic. Now next we will discuss in next lecture about few very important topics of this chapter. The NCERT syllabus is over. Now we will discuss few topics for competitive exam, which are very interesting topics. In next lecture we will finish this chapter with the numericals and with some extra topics. Till that, Stay home, stay safe. Bye.